What's going on YouTube? JT here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Night Terror Shazam issue number 2. This one is written by Mark Waid with art by Roger Cruz. So it's definitely giving me some feels of the Robin book that came out when I was covering that last year and into 2021 to 2022, if you will, with Roger Cruz's artwork, which I think looks really great for this particular Night Terror storyline. As we know in the last issue, Mary Marvel was in her little dream stage. She's facing off against somebody who looks like Black Adam, but it's really just kind of Billy in this kind of dark, malevolent nightmare version of him. But of course, she has the Shazam powers, possess the wisdom of Minerva, because as you know, if you read the Lazarus Planet War of the Undead, what was it? No, Lazarus Planet, Revenge of the Gods, or whatever it was. I was about to say War of the Undead Gods, but I'm like, that's deceased, Sean. Stop getting your events mixed up. But Mary Marvel had like a different set of gods to get her Shazam powers from, instead of, you know, the normal Shazam powers that we come to know. So but anyways, so that's what's going on here. She's kind of facing off against her stuff. She knows this is a dream, and then she kind of dream jumps to the other members of her family to try and help them out. So I always like the Shazam family. Darla, of course, and then you have Freddy and everyone else kind of there. Billy's kind of a little bit like in a mysterious place, if you will, but they do kind of do their part. She does kind of do her part to kind of protect her family, her parents and all that. So like I said, I think that Mark Waid has a good job of like getting the characterizations right for the Shazam family, if you will. There's some great looking artwork here from Roger Cruz, and despite the ending where she kind of wakes up at one point and her family's in an okay place, there are some story threads that look to continue in Night Terror's Night's End, just to kind of say, okay, where was Mary Marvel in this whole thing, and how does she factor in going forward? So again, is it one of those things that if you miss it, are you really going to miss out entirely on Night Terrors and the important plot details? No, not necessary. I'm sure if you read Night's End, they're like, hey, if you want to know what happened to Mary, here's this thing. Hey, if you want to know what happened to Hal, here's this thing. But that's kind of the gist of like what you get with this particular story. And I did like the issue overall, because again, I am somebody who likes the Shazam family, and I like the way Mark Waid writes them all together, and I like seeing Mary at the forefront here. But it, again, kind of much like the Robin one, you're going to be kind of caught up in one of those things where it doesn't really feel all that necessary, although there are some story threads that look to continue in Night Terror's Night's End. So there may be a little bit more something here than there was in at least the Robin one, but again, I think if you read just stick to the Williamson stuff, you'll get the most important details. This one's kind of doing some of the similar things with the whole nightmare aspect, but it is still a solid issue overall. It's kind of like the other ones. Like, none of them are really bad. I just think with all these Night Terror spinoffs and all that, they don't all feel all that necessary. So anyways, like I said, I still like the issue overall. Didn't think it was bad or anything by that stretch, but I still had some fun with it in some ways, and I like the artwork, and I like the family and the way they kind of play off each other. Like I said, much like the Robin one. Not if you're looking for something with more Shazam family focused stuff, then you'll get your fix in this one. If you're looking for something to really further the Night Terror's narrative, this one doesn't do that much, I suppose. There's just kind of a little bit of a story thread that looks to kind of pick up, and I don't know how much of a factor it'll play in until we get to Night Terror's Night's End. So a lot of these little ones seem to be kind of setting up for that, although some of them just seem to be kind of going nowhere. Like the Poison Ivy one didn't really go anywhere, didn't really have any further threads, or the Joker one felt kind of meaningless and kind of pointless altogether. At least some of these other ones where they say they'll continue in it, at least there's some sort of thread that'll pick up later on, whereas some of the other ones just felt like, okay, we just kind of wasted our time. So at least there's that. But anyways, if you have any thoughts on Night Terror Shazam issue number 2, let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down below. I'm going to be back again after this to cover the Flash issue, and then the Zatanna one, and then that'll be good on Night Terrors for the today. So, all right. Well, I've rambled on long enough. Post your comments down below, like and subscribe, all that other fun stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.